Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamerfest. It is, of course, Morky and Ejam here. We're going to be casting for you the Rocket League Invitational, the All Ireland Showdown. I'm Morky, that's Ejam. Hope you're all excited for this. This should be a very good one. Ejam, what are you looking forward to this one? Hope to know good versus WAMBOJOHN.
Well, I think an event like this is going to be very interesting to see how the players actually perform in front of the crowd for the first time. Obviously, these players have played plenty of rounds with us casting. This is unlike anything the players will have gone through. Especially during the COVID era of online tournaments, there would have been no events like this that they could have attended. Gamerfest is back, and this time the players, they have their opportunity to play in front of the crowd, see who nerves can hold it better. The teams are extremely even. You know, there's not much separating them. They all have won several different things between them, but really at this stage it's who can calm their nerves the most, who's going to stay the most composed, and who's going to enjoy it more.
Well, without further ado, I guess it's time to introduce the two teams. Up first, we have the team of Shane, Little Dude, and Linz, up to no good. Sorry, Jaffa, that's my fault. Sorry, Jaffa, I got confused there. That's my fault. I'm sorry.
And their opposition, WAMBOJOHN. It's Tomster, Linz, and Panda.
So for anyone who's never seen Rocket League before, it's a very simple concept. It's basically score as many goals as you can with rocket-powered cars. Each game is 5 minutes long. This is going to be a best of 7, so that means to win 4 games to win the title. Champions will get €480 between them. Runners-up will get, is that right? €460 between them, and runners-up will get second place gets 160. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how they all do here. How they go on. €600 prize pool between the teams. We're going to be the winners afterwards as well. But we're going to get off the stage here a minute. We're going to let the players get ready. And we're going to get ready to go. So are you all excited for this one? Good, good. Glad to hear it. We'll go off stage now. Right, we are in our spot, ladies and gentlemen. We are ready to go for this task. It should be interesting indeed to see who you got your favourites this week, John?
Do I have favourites?
Yeah.
No.
No, I think it's going to be close. I think we're going to all see all 7 games.
I think we're definitely going to see 7. As I've said, these players, I was talking to them during the week, everyone's up different times, they don't really know who's going to win. Normally players at this level, they have the egos. They know who the better team is going in. This time around, they have no idea. They're all nervous, and that's something that's very unusual for these players. When they're playing with and against players the same level as them, it's hard to tell who's going to win. Normally you can just get the best 2 players and just win the tournament easy. Not this time. Teams are even, as I said before, who has the composure, who can hold their nerves. It's going to be a very tough series.
Of course, we've got loads of storylines we'll talk about throughout the series. Plenty of winners here, all champions on stage right now, all great players, all picked because of their high-level caliber Rocket League. Maybe very even teams as well. This is the All-Ireland showing, and it's showing the best of All-Ireland for this whole crowd right here right now.
Yeah, I mean, so many of these players were once teammates. Shane and Linz obviously playing on different teams. That's the big one here. Panda and Tomster have played lands together. Little Dude, Jaffa, they've all been playing together as well. I mean, there's so many friendships here that are going to have to be put aside for the next hour or so. Just have this absolute bloodbath of the game, really. Just plenty of demos, plenty of demo chasing, stealing boosts. They're going to have to try something different. They're all in a league queue together. They all know each other's playstyles very well. It's going to be so difficult to try to create those opportunities. But I think the mind games are going to be big as well. You see what happens when someone just gets demo chased for all the series. It tilts.
It's intense, yeah, exactly. But I think we'll see that in this series because all the players are so equal that I think anyone will be picked out with demo chase. If anyone, maybe Panda, perhaps, but you have to say that most of the players will be pretty even on even field, won't be demo chasing each other. People look for demos, look for bumps. By the way, in the crowd, who here has played Rocket League before? Oh, most of the crowd, fantastic. We'll still explain it for everyone that hasn't seen it. We'll explain what's happening. Ejam is a very good colour. I'm pale play normally, but Ejam's a great colour caster. So we'll have that going on. We're almost ready to go here. We've got the cup beside us. We'll get the teams to join in very, very shortly. But before we get that, I want to hear a big crowd roar for these players. Give us a big cheer. All right, well, I think you're all ready. I know, that wasn't good enough, actually. Do it again. Bigger cheer than that. Let's go. That is fantastic. I think if the players are ready, then we're ready to go with this one. Players, you can join your teams now. Once you join the lobby, remember the pass is the same as the landing in. So when you're ready, join in. But they're just getting into the lobby right now, so it's going to take a little time to get into the lobby. We're going to go into spectate, and we'll also press H. There we go. So we get rid of the thing at the bottom. You'll see still the players' names, still the ball. We'll know the players off by heart anyway as it is. We know these players very well, Ejam, don't we?
Yes, I mean, obviously my background is the collegiate casting. I got to meet all of these players mainly through that collegiate scene. Mainly Linsk and Shane have been around the longest, but now you have the likes of Thompson coming through into SETU. You've got Panda, who's going to be going to university next year. So this current wave of veteran players, let's say, I know they're only mid-20s, but you know, you look at all these younger players coming through into first year over the next 2 years. I mean, the future of Rocket League Ireland is definitely safe in their hands. But still, Shane and Linsk, just because they're older, doesn't mean they're not going to be just as good, if not better. They have that experience. They've been through more tournaments than these younger lads. It's going to be interesting to see just how that youth versus experience matchup plays out.
Alright, I believe all the players are in. We're having a bit of a technical issue right now. We're getting into the game pretty soon once the technical issue is fixed. But I suppose the big thing to consider here in this one is that it's going to be all about positioning. And all going to get those demos you said later on, and those boost fields. How important are boost fields in terms of Rocket League?
Well, I think at this level it's extremely high. At the lower ranks, you see the ball played on the ground most of the time. Boost isn't as important. At this level, the ball's in the air most of the game. So if you're getting those boosts and if you're keeping the ball up high in the air, you're going to see very clearly that if you're stealing those corner boosts, if you're tracking the timing on them, looking for demos in between, it's going to cause chaos. Because these players are the players that can score from insane angles, no matter where it is. They will hit a double tap no matter where it is on the pitch. If you're giving them boost and you have no boost to defend, you're going to have to go for a squishy save, or you're going to have to go some insane pre-flip. But honestly, as I said, boost fields, very important, demos, very important. So much opportunities for both these teams to try exploit, but again, like, these players, they are picked for these teams. But you know what, Morky, I believe it's time for game number 1.
It is indeed. If all the players would like to join the game, we're ready to go. They'll join their teams. It is up to no good in blue, WAMBOJOHN in orange. We'll see exactly how these teams get on as we enter game number 1 of a possible 7. So the best of 7, first of 4 games wins the tournament. It's the ORL Ireland Showdown. So if team players are ready to join the matches, we're good to go.
And here we go, Jaffa, Little Dude and Shane up against Thompson, Linsk and Panda. It's game number 1, possible best of 7, and Shane, early opportunity, gets the first goal of the land.
You were talking about demos, and you see a big demo coming out straight from the kickoff here. Takes out one of the players. That sets up an opportunity for Shane to score. It's 1-0 already here. It's up to no good. Of course, no good. Won the last All-Ireland tournament, the 3v3 Cup. So they're very, very used to playing each other, very, very good. They have to come behind in that one. So what are you going to do in this one to have the lead? Of course, no one game advantage this time, Ejam.
Yeah, exactly. Those 1 game advantages and best of 7s can be so important. Nothing this time around. It's just right from 0 to looking for the flick. Thompson, good save. Under pressure with the demo chase as well. Shane now, after the fact that he feels Thompson's a little awkward. Passing it to Little Dude, he misses. Second time lucky, and Jaffa puts them up 2-0.
Really good pressure here in the offense. Shane gets it going. Not the best of players from Thompson. Little Dude off the post, but Jaffa's there. He just slide that one off the crossbar and in. Very difficult to save when that happens. It's a really difficult shot to hit, but once you hit it, it's really difficult to save. Hitting that crossbar coming down and in.
Yeah, so many times you see him get launched out the crossbar, not this time. And again, the kickoff up to no good. It's just working out for him every time. Jaffa now. Not good. Oh, he actually misses the ball in the demo as well. Opportunity here. Shane has to be careful where to put this. There's the boost deal for this you were talking about, Morky. The 50 doesn't work out yet, that gets there, but as you said, the boost deals are coming through from both sides.
Really important. Here's an opportunity now in transition, which means that they're changing from offense, defense to offense. Gamerfest for WAMBOJOHN, and they do some special concert. We'll knock this one down. Looking to get the waterfall. Doesn't quite happen. A little bit there though. Jaffa will be able to get the redirect he wants. That's a really pass centre. An opportunity here. The shot coming out, but Jaffa saves it very well.
Yeah, the double committed there. They have to be very careful about double committing at this level. So many times it could be punished, but again, defence, right place, right time, the third man. Pass across the legs. That bounces down very well. Little dude so awkward off the post. Gets to save at the end. Knocks back in field, but Thompson with the backflip, giving up pressure, and little dude, because of the backflip from Thompson, left with the open net. It's 3-0.
Yeah, you just see here the backflip. You don't see it in the replay, but he is the last man exposed. And little dude can put that one into an open net. You don't get much easier goals than that today, Ejam, Mercer.
Oh, and little dude's laughing about it. He knows what's after happening there. You can see Liz the plan to laughing as well. These things do happen even at the highest elo. That's an awkward bounce, just going to go wide. Looking to make something happen here. Good feet, he has to win one winner against Shane, but Shane, good control. Hamster, no long boost. Gets the 100, and it looks like it's going to be 4 at Morky. The teams right now, one team is just settling down way quicker than the other.
Yeah, which is, you know, I'm not expecting to settle down quicker. Because I saw that the last tournament, they didn't settle down very quickly into it. However, and of course, a 3-time land champion, used at this stage, but the pressure of this crowd, who have been absolutely magnificent so far, are definitely giving it. This is a very difficult one. That's an off kick off from the goal centre. Opportunity here to give it back away. Thompson now keeps half alive. The pass isn't giving no power. Here's a chance for a double tap. Put the centre instead, and that's rolling in from Shane. I'm not sure how that one's gone in, but it has. Shane just put his own. Yeah, Shane there, right place where you don't need to have much boost to do anything. Sometimes a good 50 like that, you can just make it work out. 51 kilometers an hour into the net. That's a quick flow. We'll have the same rough lead, but Morky, 2 minutes after you've gone into this game, and it's 5-0. But the one positive is that, you know, I was saying, with 3 minutes to go, one team scores 5 goals for 3 minutes, we can do it too. 2 minutes, so we can do it too. Here's a chance to come to the pull back, sure, that's a great save from the little dude though. It was very well done. This puts us in centre, but the demo takes out Panda, that into the attack for now. What the ball will stay here, on top. We'll be back pass there, off the corner, it's going to come. Can I get the read? No, instead, Shane gets a very nice read of that instead. Jaffa up the wall, but the ball just comes flying away from him. He's looking at the center, looking at another touch on only to do so. A little jump, here's a chance for the little dude putting it off the ground, but that's a good defensive stand there from WAMBOJOHN. Yeah, and obviously Thompson did very well defensively there to make sure that little dude can't get that extra touch. It's now looking to get it in field, but a little bit right place right time again. Thompson is sitting very deep this last minute or two. Looking like they're trying to sort of fix their defensive problems, maybe just throwing this game with the window and just saying, right, next game what do we need to fix? Maybe preventing Shane from just sneaking in every small accuracy like that. Shane just, again, doesn't need to do much, just right place, right time, just beats 2 players, and it's 6-0. It's looking embarrassing at this stage. Yeah, a little dunk 50 there for Shane, does very well indeed, make sure he gets up to that ball very quickly. Knocks off the corner, 2 minutes, maybe let's go. Well, that's only 7-0, and this one is turning into an absolute rout. The lounge here coming out from both teams. And it's 7-0 as our lovely Ivan has a laugh as well. And we're going to see the 7-1 Brazil scoreline in the first line down today. It's very possible. All they have to do is score 1 own goal in the next 2 minutes, 10 seconds. The question is though, do you want to score 1 goal or do you want to make this 10, 11, 12-0, really put the boot in? That's my question to you, Ejam. Right now, the pressure is entirely on the WAMBOJOHN side. That could be the goal. There it is, Brazil! 7-1! And wow, that is quite a ridiculous scoreline for considering only 3 minutes at the moment. I was expecting this series to be slightly closer, game one's going to complete blowout. You can see WAMBOJOHN, they're laughing about the whole situation. They know it's only game 1 in a best of 7. Still have so much time to improve and change so many things. Maybe looking for 2 here, but the touch from Lynn just a little bit too heavy. And looking for the fake, just sets some Shane instead, but a good read from Thompson, and they'll do fantastic there, bangs it away. And it's still 7-1 Morky. I mean, it would be one hell of a comeback, but I don't think it's going to happen. It would be one hell of a comeback indeed. Still a minute and 35 seconds left. But right now, I think WAMBOJOHN is getting some goals to the board. Here's a chance to second, but little dude clears that away. The little dude right now has been incredible. He's really all over the pitch and making it really difficult for WAMBOJOHN to get any sort of purchase in this game, any sort of opportunities to get the ball into the dangerous areas. It's been all over the place. Strap and James having good defensive performances too. That makes it very difficult for WAMBOJOHN to get anything going offensively.
Shane has been insane.
Yeah, this is. At this stage, it's looking a little shaky. You know, the game has obviously settled down at this stage. You know, and those have gone in 62 chapters of the storyline. I think 1-7 players working would be happy for this 7-1. The other team, they can make it 7-2, so they're not getting Brazil the first game. But right now, Panda, the power behind that takes the boost as well. Tom's now looking to recycle this ropes for that lead, doesn't quite get there. And they'll do great positioning. Panda had the ankle covered anyway, been working 41 seconds. I don't think we're going to see any of the same comeback in this first game. Still though, 6 more games with each sheet to play. Plenty of time for WAMBOJOHN to think what they're doing wrong and how can they fix it.
I think they settled down in the last 2 minutes. It was 7 goals in, what, 2.5 minutes. They settled down in the last 2 minutes, and that missed them. Jordan there, I was completely wrong again. Passes first comes out at the wrong time. But, you know, what I'm seeing from WAMBOJOHN is a lot better, more composed tonight. They're rotating third man in nicely. They're showing exactly how we're going to set up for this game, and they're having opportunities. They're not the better the last 2 minutes, they said offensively. Here's the chance for a really nice goal. It's a great team play, but Jaffa turned off it. It would have been a fantastic goal had Jaffa not turned off that one either.
Yeah, and it's GG, game number 1, up to no good. It was a complete blowout, to be honest. They were 5-0 up after 2 minutes. It's hard to tell whether they just settled down or they decided just, you know, let's not peak in game number 1. WAMBOJOHN, I mean, what needs to change, Morky? Because with one team just looking so much better than the other, it's hard to pin it down on just one team. But if you're WAMBOJOHN right now, you're in that coaching position, what would you be saying to the players?
I would say keep up what you're doing the last 2.5 minutes there. You know, defensively look a lot more solid than in the first half of that game. They're rotating the third man in nicely, keeping the man back just to make sure that there's no easy goals. Because there's a lot of easy goals at the start of that game for up to no good. They took them fair play. It's hard to take them from them. The open nets aren't the easiest to score. I'm not going to give them the easiest. They're the most pressure shots, I think, in my opinion. But, you know, at the same time, both teams here have shown offensively they're capable of mixing it up. So I think WAMBOJOHN's defence, that's one thing they focus on. Because their offense looks quite good already. It's just that they keep getting shut down, but it's a good defence. It looks very good.
And Shane there putting on the hoodie now. You know he's going to be trying when the hoodie comes on. One game 7-1. Stand leaning forward now. It's going to be hard to tell as we go into game number 2 of possibly 7 up to no good. They're going to want to try to keep this lead.
Yes, they are going to try to keep the lead indeed. Here we go. Game number 2, and WAMBOJOHN put themselves back into this series. Where's it going to be a 2-0 lead for up to no good? Opportunity here on for Tomster, but gets denied nicely. Little dude will come for Pitts, looking to get something out the backboard, able to do so. Shane will knock this one around. That's not the best punch in the world, but it works out okay for them as the player comes across to make the stop. It was Panda who did that. Oh, Panda comes out here. Here's a chance for Lindsay to try and get the ball into position. He dropped down pass, but Jaffa just hesitated a little bit there, Ejam. That was an opportunity, how did you go for that?
Yeah, opportunity wasted, but if you are WAMBOJOHN right now, you're quite happy with the scoreline. They were already 2 goals down this time last game. So they held on well defensively at the start. They don't need to come behind the whole game now, but still, you're being outscored 7-1 in this series so far. It's so important that WAMBOJOHN try to get this first goal here. They need to try something creative. They need to play a little risky. They have to just get this lead, give themselves some breather and remind themselves how good they are. But risky ball going through there in the end. You can see the boost still coming through. Links here, 0 boost and a dream. Looking for the 50, that's the wins out on it. That's the 100 boost as well. That's very good offensive play from Links with 0 boost from one corner to another. But it's up to no good now, trying to play the ball out, and Shane finally gets there over 50 doing overtime.
Yeah, Shane's has been winning all his 50s right now, which is, you know, really good sign for playing very well. You know, his 50s, you know, calling 50-50s because it's team are even, but it's not no things 50-50 in Rocket League. Usually, the power not if you're on a man is winning 60-40 or 70-30. You know, call it 50-50s. That's what Shane's doing so far. He's put his camera in a good position. Each time he's getting the 50, he's making it so difficult for his opponent to beat him.
Yeah, Shane, right place, right time as usual, and that looked to be close. Little dude just previously a massive attempt looks very good as the ball now cleared out. Tomster actually getting that second touch. Jaffa awkwardly off the post, recovers in the end. Last time to pick up the boost, beats one, and now plenty of space in the air here. Looks to try to get a double tap. Nothing happens in the end. Tomster clears it out, and unfortunately Jaffa not winning out on that boost. And again, WAMBOJOHN clearing it out. This game is a lot more even, Morky. This is much more closer to what we expected. these teams playing evenly. There's always those outlier games. Some teams they just take longer to warm up than others, and that's just what we saw in game number 1.
Yeah, the pressure around this big crowd watching as well, watching this action. It's something that you have to add into the mix. These players are so used to playing online. These players are so used to being in that environment. Being in a lot of environments, and they've had a crowd like this watching them. So it's a whole different story, a whole different ball game if you're part of the fun. As we'll continue on here, the ball comes in, an opportunity comes across the side, and we'll well, I thought he missed it for a second, but he managed to recover, but back in possession, right back, and Linsky looking to set something up, a nice pass, opportunity here, double tap potential, didn't get it, but that's well cleared away, but little dude again, who makes up for his earlier mistake.
Yeah, and again, it's a case, this game is so close now, I think both sets of players, they sort of started to realise, right, this is a fun event and all, but there's some prize money on the line, and obviously the egos on these players, there's not bragging rights as well. A lot of these people hate to lose one another. As the pass down the Thompson, put into the section by Shane, sending touch as well, and again, it's just a small thing that Shane's so good at doing, makes very little mistakes, and I think that's what makes him such a threat, and why he's a 3-time collegiate champion with TUD.
And why he's made numerous phase 2s in RLCS as well. He's been an absolute phenomenal sensation prior. Of course, we have a few of our players that come through our line. Of course, likes of Virtuoso, Shallow. You have, of course, Smokes, who's playing of course with Monkeys right now. So all these players, Simas, who of course plays with Endpoint. So all these players come through our line and they're playing on the same. What a save on the line off the post! What an opportunity that was!
That Liz there just unable to get it into that upper 90. It was close and it was a lot better. But the way this game's been so even, I think it's going to be a 1-goal game. But Morky, what are the odds of the game 7 on overtime? At least 10 minutes longer.
Oh, save! Jaffa puts that one in. A big come on from Shane there as well. He's absolutely delighted with that. With great effort here. Shane gets the shot. It's a fantastic save from Linz, but he can't save the follow-up as Jaffa just knocks it into the corner. 1-0, 44 seconds to go. Up to no good. 1 goal away. 44 seconds away from going 2-0 up in the series.
Yeah, and just how important could that goal be? It puts you up 2-0 in the series. Such a massive goal. You have 40 seconds to try to get something back here, but unfortunately, WAMBOJOHN, they're just not scoring much at the moment. It's just putting it straight to Shane. It's a low part. Free flip from Panda in the end. And it remains 1-0, but Morky, you need to get it at 100 piece now. If you're WAMBOJOHN, you need to try to throw it out in the sink. Try to get that one last play.
Yeah, get the one last opportunity. That's not a great touchdown to keep the ball on Foster. Who clears down against Denver for his trouble. Shane will keep the ball firmly in the corner. Jaffa looking to kill this game off. Right here, right now. 10 seconds left in the dream. For WAMBOJOHN, can they find the equalizer? Of course, the ball has to be there in 0 seconds for it to be the game. That will be the game. Sure, no one stays up somehow at 0.1 seconds. Let's try and keep it alive. Ball comes down. Here's a chance for Jaffa to finish off. He'll put it over, look at the ground. And up to no good. Take game 2 and they take the series 2-0 right now.
Yeah, and honestly, that's a big win now. 2-0 will win the series. You win the next game, and all of a sudden, WAMBOJOHN, they're going to have to reverse it. It's no easy task whatsoever. It's going to be very difficult. But again, WAMBOJOHN is so much better. If Liz managed to get that goal into the upper 90, this series could be looking so much different. But as for now, up to no good. 2-0 up. Players are talking to each other. A bit of trash talk being thrown there now. You like to see it. But we'll see now how this series goes on.
I think Pan is having some connection issues. Few players just got to change his car. We don't know what's happening exactly, but
is he having an issue? Is he waving?
Right now, it seems like we're having a fantastic series here. That game was a lot closer to the previous game. Both teams playing well, and a big chance as well for Linz to set and score a goal and put themselves 1-0 up. Instead, went down the other way. And it was a great goal by, I believe it was Jaffa who scored it. Shane set it up, of course, with a great assist. But plenty of chances when was on the line. There's a lot apart from that. They're 2-0 down the series, sure. But if they get the next game, it's all to pay for again.
It is, and I mean, up to no good right now. They're looking good. They're looking good. The way they dominated that game 1, they defended so well in that game number 2. Game number 3, WAMBOJOHN. Well, they're joining the game. Looks like the problems have been averted. Thank you very much, Dan. As we get into game number 3, this is it. If you are WAMBOJOHN, you do not want to be put in a position where you have to reverse sweep. You want to be getting this win. You want to be scoring first. And you need to really push it and really not make things difficult for yourself.
Absolutely. It's going to be very difficult if we do go 3-0 down in this series. But we We've seen crazier things happen before, or we've seen people come back from that amazing, leading 3-0 to win a series 4-3. We've seen many, many things in RLI before, and what's going to show today, these great champions, these great players here turned up and turned in. Of course, you're of course a partner, a Shane partner of course, with RLI, and Tomster is of course a player who's won that competition before.
He is, and the reason of course Tomster won the main series is because Shane here, keeping the ball up in game number 3, came back to boys, and you know what, we almost saw that last game as well. When the clock hit 0 seconds, once we kill that ball quickly, the players at this level, Mark, can keep the ball, they can punish you. And it's hard to describe just how good these players are. It's him, you're in a lobby with them, then absolutely trash ball 6 9
Well, of course, we did see a 0-second goal in the last RLI tournament, actually. Game number 4, it was 2-1, so chance for, I forget the teammate now, but the Thompson was on it anyway. It was chance then for their team to go 3-1 up in the series, and then a last-second goal, absolutely incredible performance to get back 2-all, then went all the way to game 7. Here's a chance, and Shane will pump that one in, a lovely pass from, little dude gets it down, and then lovely goal by Shane. What a double tap that is.
It was, and Tomster just not reading the backboard clear well enough, and again, WAMBOJOHN, they're just constantly behind in the series. They've yet to hold a single lead. They've just always been playing from behind, and Vince now looking for something. Second chance opportunity, Shane again, a massive save. MVP performance right in the field. Shane has been doing it all, offensively and defensively.
Looking very, very good. That's a big error off the crossbar and down. And who's first to get there? It's going to be Linz. Somehow gets there first, but he can't win the 50 against Little Dude. Opportunity not to clear the way Little Dude is looking for a Doomsy dish jump there, but couldn't quite manage to get across to the ball in time. Little Dude will keep the attack alive for now, but no one attacking here from the opposition team. Your chance to not the greatest experience. That's the one against the WAMBOJOHN so far. Their touches in the defensive end haven't been the best.
Yeah, and honestly, again, it's just controlling this side of the field. You can see they're launching the ball off the backboard, going for a bumper, a demo, and this is what happens when you're constantly bumping the defense out of position. When you're constantly taking the boost, things like this, these opportunities prevent themselves. And up to no good, 2-0 up in this game. WAMBOJOHN, what do they have to offer?
Yeah, they're going to have to really offer something good now. 2 minutes and 45 seconds if they don't want to go 3-0 down in this series, which would be very problematic, especially when you're up to no good at playing. If we've been scrappy and then 3-0 down, we could say, maybe there's a chance of reverse sweep. But if you're no good at playing, I can't see them get reverse sweep. They're looking so good, so talented. Shane's been looking so good defensively. Here's an opportunity again. Shamper back there this time defensively, make a great save.
Yeah, it's just the defense. It's too good right now. Good defense does win you games. Both of them. It's amazing to see just how it is going.
Yeah, defense, good defense win championships, they say all the time. Opportunity here now as Jacko will ball up, looking for the carry pick there. Unable to get his Shane is looking for another setup, another opportunity to get another assist after this game. There's so much goal participation so far for the young man. Can he continue to do that? Here's an opportunity, the ball coming through the air. It's denied again. Panda building that 50, give up an opportunity, but again Shane's there once again to clear that ball away. He's been everywhere on the pitch so far.
Shane just really quick. Vince knocking one off the Panda, but again, Shane just doesn't matter what position Shane is coming from, he's getting clears every single time. Showing why he is one of the best players in this country. He's so consistent at everything. He can work with any two teammates. Doing really well there, and honestly, there's a lot of talk about SETU this year as an agency. Would they have Shannon Tomster and solo? But Shane's constantly playing at this level and still has terrible rhythm. I'm not like Tyson or Ed half playing beside her, I still think TUD led by Shane. They have a lot of potential even against this new SETU solo.
They really do. It's been so difficult to see. It's been so interesting to see this season how that pans out. But 2 minutes to go here. Still a 2-goal lead for the team in blue, up to no good. Looking to make this 3-0, looking to get the sweep on the board perhaps. Finish this one off extremely early. We'll look off the ceiling here, maybe do so. We need a goal soon if you're a WAMBOJOHN. Instead it's going to be 3-0 as Shane puts that one in. Off the little bouncer and the goal bubbles in the back of the net, 3-0.
And again, it's Shane just capitalising on mistakes. Just like, The backfield coming through, Vince not able to get there either, but then with that initial dive, Shane just making it look so easy. This isn't easy. This is what hard work and dedication looks like. Where Shane put so much errors into the game, and this is what they're doing. He's looking for one more, doesn't quite find the reset, but Shane really in the zone right now, playing very confidently. And if you're Shane's teammates and you're looking at Shane perform like this, what have you got up here? He's going for 4. It's saved by Thompson, but this game is all about over.
Great save with Thompson, to be fair. That's a fantastic. I'm trying to see what Thompson getting another save. He doesn't. He tries to get to it again. He gets a slight touch on that one. Off the post it goes. An opportunity to pull back here. Grab the boost. Ball comes centre, but it's clear. And again, it's Shane who's there to make sure there's an opportunity. Grab the boost, make sure there's no chance. Whatever the cameras have happening. That ball will go all the way. Jaffa will look. No matter if he's with 0 seconds or not, because it's game over. 3-0 in the game. 3-0 in the series. Looking no good. 1 away.
Yeah, this is looking really rough now. If you are WAMBOJOHN, you have to win 4 games in a row. I mean, that's no easy task, especially with the way that Shane here is playing at the moment. Looking very, very strong. Morky, what are the odds? What are the chances? Do they really stand the chance against Shane in this form, or like, is this just going to be a quick 4-0?
I think they can get at least a game or 2. I believe they can do that. I don't think they get the reverse sweep, but you know, we're also saying they're not going to get it, but means they're going to get it. Because Panda is just so good in these environments. You know what I mean? Tomster, of course, very good as well. They're all very good players, all absolutely phenomenal players. And you know, if anyone can make the reverse sweep, it's this team, I think, WAMBOJOHN for certain.
Yeah, absolutely. As we load into game number 4, this could be it. It is a best of 7. One team is 3-0 up. If you are the orange team here, if you are WAMBOJOHN, you lose this game and you are done. As Panda get declared to Linz now. Jaffa, right place, right time. Looking for the second touch, not able to get there. Again, Shane intercepting. 0 boost though. 150 in the air by Linz to stop a little bit from advancing. And Jaffa looking to knock it to Shane, reaches him, but now look at this Morky. Counter-attack opportunity, little dude. Sees it wide, and still again, if you're WAMBOJOHN, you get to have a lead in this series. You want to score first, you need to score first. You can't be playing from behind if you stand any chance of taking this series.
Absolutely not. You need to have that lead. You need to keep that lead as well somehow. Get yourself some momentum going into game number 5, potentially. If you get the win here, of course, that's the big question. If that's a great passing play, Jaffa finds Little Dude, it's 1-0. What a goal that was!
And again, look who's doing it all. Shane. Or not even Shane, Little Dude that time. Wins the 50 in the air, bounces down off the ceiling, lands on Jaffa, little boost there, just knocks it infield, Little Dude open it. And you're going to ask, where's the WAMBOJOHN defense? That was a long time they had to get back there, but again, we saw none of them.
Yeah, and I think the guys got picked apart by a really nice pass. Really got picked up. Now, so Shane looking to do that with it as well. That would have been some goal. How that found the back of the net. Panda will keep this one himself. Look for a pass to get dumped instead by Jaffa. Jaffa looking to make this 2. The setup for Shane, but pre-jumps him and makes the stop.
Yeah, and that was sketchy defense and Tomster there. Just urgent defense. But again, look at the speed of Shane. Completely just into the defender, unable to get the second touch. Panda to looking to redirect. Little Dude missing the ball. Opportunity for Tomster, but Little Dude great recovery. Gets there in the end, and now Shane knocking up Panda, trying to sell things. The last 2 lands that Panda has traded, he's won.
Yeah, the last 2, but of course there was one where he's favourite, the fourth line, of course. He managed in that one, unfortunately. So, you know, maybe you're being favoured here, perhaps with the favour coming in, but you know, that can have a heavy weight on you, having an outside leader tag when you expect to win. But this is no good team, they're looking very good. They, of course, played in the last tournament, but as we mentioned before, that chemistry can be really important. Look at that scrims, which of course something good, did very well in as well. But I wasn't expecting this. 1-0, still plenty of time. WAMBOJOHN need to get something going. Need to get something going now.
Yeah, they haven't scored since game number 2, I believe. Sorry, game number 2 or 1. No, game number 1. Yeah, so they're really on this goal streak at the moment. But you know, credit to up to no good. They've been such a dominant team. Really keeping a good defense, but that's a dodgy pounds. Jaffa Little Dude getting stuck over one another there, but make it work at the end. And then knocking down Tomster. It's a great pass. What a save that was. still, WAMBOJOHN are being shut out, and the defense has been massive this series.
Jabba taking out Linz in the backfield, that's my second opportunity, but well done by Tomster. He was fully aware of the situation. It's a good 50 now, it's a 1v2, but Linz not one of the 10. Trying to make Jabba jump for a waist boost. Smart idea, especially when you're grabbing the boost of your opponent, stealing that boost pad is really important. Linz could put this in centre again, but he's too close to the wall. But a little bit again, another awkward touch from Tomster. Just couldn't quite get it to go, as a little bit getting saved.
And now it's just over 100 seconds left in this series, potentially. We came here expecting a best of 7. One team has really showed up to be stronger than the other today. That doesn't mean that something crazy can happen, Marky. We all know what comebacks we have to witness. The things we have done when those comebacks have come through. But for now, again, up to no good. Just looking to maybe find that second. Just close out this series. Do not allow WAMBOJOHN the opportunity to reverse sweep. Panda launches it up high, but again, I mean, they just can't really do much with the ball, and constantly being boost served as well. It's very difficult to know.
A bit of boost serve going on as well on the blue side, don't have much to work with. Nice double there, he's on a chance to get the demo, and he gets another touch, he's trying to 50 out Jaffa, doesn't see little dude, awkward touch, but puts it in the corner. That's going to allow Thompson chase and grab boost. Not much work for little dude, and he gets something to go. Team bump there in the midfield, that could give a chance now. WAMBOJOHN gets something going offensively, but Linz, he went up looking, he's going to hit the ball, and distract his opponent, he hit a little too much. And that gave time for up to the wood through the lines.
Looking to get that second goal there, 30 seconds left. And that trying to upfield. It's a good pass to Thompson. There's no one in defense. It's hit the post and it's gone wide. How costly can that be? 20 seconds left. We saw Linz hit the post last game. It's Thompson this game. All up to no good. Have to do is just slow the play down. It's a big fake. You can get no goal, but Linz knocking it clear. Little bit very awkward. Shame. Again, slowing the play down. It's a big launch. Little gets the interception. It's off the wall. Thompson slows it down. Will it get up? Jaffa Pump misses, and Jaffa gets it up now in 2-1. Will this game finish right now? Just needs to hit the ground. It's still launched up high.
Still time. That's a big demo. And Linz will have to go all by himself. He's got Thompson midfield. Thompson's turned off because he saw he was going to get beat. And that ball is up to no good. Are your winners by 4 games to 0.
And what we'll do now is we will get the winning team up onto the stage for the official trophy presentation. It wasn't a close series at all. Many thought it would be a best of 7. It was over in 4 games. Linz, Thompson and Panda, commiserations. So unfortunate hitting the post there in the end. Ladies and gentlemen, your Gamerfest champions 2022, it's Shane, Jaffa and Little Dude!
So I suppose the first question I have to ask you guys is, were you expecting that 4-0? Very, very dominant performance, only conceding 1 goal the whole series. What were you expecting coming in, and how do you feel afterwards?
Yeah, we were expecting to go to full length, 7 games. But I think we started the first game really well, and then was it 7-1? Yeah, we started out really well and it gave us a lot of confidence going forward. So just that one game kind of led us to the second game, third game, fourth game. All we need is confidence.
Just what he said. Confidence is key.
Well, we'll have a quick little chat with the opposition here. Lads, unfortunately on the day, you just weren't there. Is there anyone on your team that scared you the most? Who was the one player that was your biggest strength? And is it your former teammate Shane?
It was Middleton. He was deadly.
He was deadly. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is all from Rocket League, and thank you for joining us. Congratulations once again to our winners, Ejam, Jaffa, and Liquipedia.